Well, protesters and police have fought in Greece. That's as thousands stage a nationwide strike against the rising cost of living. Police fired tear gas while protesters rolled petrol bombs and stones at officers guarding the parliament building. Public schools have been shut and flights and public transport are facing severe disruptions. Unions are demanding lower taxes and an increase to the minimum wage. John Saropoulos has more from Athens.
The private and public sector workers who demonstrated in central Athens on Wednesday are asking the government to eliminate consumption and sales taxes on electricity bills and gas bills and other forms of energy such as petrol, which at the moment is one of the most highly taxed forms of energy in the country. More than 80% of the cost of petrol at the pump goes directly to the government, and it is one of the most expensive rates of gasoline in the European Union at more than €2 a litre, shared only by a few northern European countries with 2 or 3 times Greece's per capita income. The government is going to have great difficulty lowering those taxes and consumption fees because it depends on that income to keep the budget reasonably balanced. If it does away with this, it will have to borrow more from markets at 5%, and it's already in great expenditures subsidizing electricity and gas bills. $13 billion have been committed so far this year alone towards doing that, and there's no help from the European Union. The government in Athens asked for a European Solidarity Fund to be set up, but Brussels says no, because it doesn't want to subsidize fossil fuels or slow down Europe's transition to renewable clean energy. Greece, however, is suffering as a result of these opposing forces, the government's need to build up its budget and the European need to transition away from fossil fuels, which are mostly imported at very high cost. Because this society went through 8 years of recession and austerity measures, which saw the national average income decline by about 1/3. And these already battered households' budgets, which have also been through the COVID lockdown crisis, are now going through the 3rd crisis of the decade, and they are finding it extremely difficult to cope.